almost a steal out of nowhere, came number 20, and that was Harrison, as they have 90 seconds to play here. 26-15 the score. Comets are still leading by 11. And it will be the Rams basketball. Harrison puts it back inbounds. Harrison inbounds back to number 2 of Farmer. Sets it up back to Awata. Awata under pressure by 2 Comets of Washington and Howard. She'll turn it over, throws it away, give it back to the Comets. Cleveland turns it over, back to Comets basketball, and it's going to be now number 32. Eves puts it back inbound. Eves sets it up, gives it to Howard. Howard back to Watkins. Watkins for 2, nails it. 28-15. 1 minute remaining in the first. And Clayton still leading the way. They have never trailed in this game at all. Cleveland had a stretch where they had an 8-0 run, but Clayton comes right back and responds as they've done so. Under a minute remaining now. 40 seconds here in the first half. Watkins going to Howard. Whistle travel called on Clayton by Howard. Turns it over. It'll be the Rams basketball. 38.5 remaining in the first. Half a play about to wrap up here. Harrison will set it up, get it back inbounds to Farmer. Farmer back under pressure, up court now, sets it in now. Giving it to number 12, to Reynolds. Reynolds now looking for 21 Waller. Waller will throw it away and give it back to Clayton. So Clayton basketball at the top of the key. Back inbounds goes the Comets. It's going to be Eves, puts it back in play to Washington. Washington to Watkins. Watkins will set it up under pressure with 3 ladies under the basket. Looking there for 2. Basket up and no good on a 3-point shot attempt. Give it back to Clayton. She comes over like a thief with a knife and steals it. Peyton Sharp out of nowhere. Give it away. It's 13 seconds. Clock ticks away in the first half. Sharp. Comets going to bring this ball to the first half play ending. Sharp, and they must throw into the stands. Washington gets it quickly under 4 seconds. And they're going to turn it back over down to the Rams. Clock remaining. Shot goes up off the backboard. No good by Harrison, and that's the first half. First half play in the books. Comets are up 28-15 on the road. The Clayton faithful being all in here tonight. Their final road game before they prepare to go back at home to take on the East Wake Warriors in a long stretch of being on the road for a while. It is 28-15, and it is at the half. The half is ongoing now. They'll come back for second half play here in about 10 minutes or so. But again, strong work and effort by both teams. Hanging in there as it still counts. Clayton is doing what they need to do on the road. 28-15, the score at the half. We will take a quick radio timeout as the Carolina Security Consultants halftime report rolls on, gets underway. Score at the end of the first half of play. It is 28-15. The Comets on the road against their town rival, Cleveland Rams. And Cleveland down by 15. 28-15 at the half. And we'll be back with more to recap this game, get you ready for the men's action, and take a look at what's going on in the Greater News 3A Conference with other teams in the mix that Clayton have to take on, like Friday night against the East Wake Warriors in the first half that remains tonight against the Cleveland Rams. 28-15 at the half. This is Comets basketball on CRN, the Community Radio Network.
Unforgettables. Nice. This show is sponsored by Unforgettables. Unforgettables creates detailed hand-painted baseballs for every baseball fan. Check them out at unforgettables.com. Carolina Security Consultants is your residential security consultants leader. Our security assessment is custom tailored for each project. Give Danny a call, 336-312-5326. Make sure to tell them 3 and Out sent you.
Coming soon, the new wave of hydration and energy drink HIQ. This new product is all natural with no caffeine and gives you a major boost of hydration and energy. No twitching effect or crashing like the old energy drinks. You can visit our website at www.liquidhiq.com or Twitter at HiQ2015 to learn more about this amazing energy drink. What is your level?
Live your life and just let go. If you try, then you will Sportsmanship. It means a lot of things.
It means showing respect for the opposing team
And being a good host for our visitors.
It's about modeling good behavior and not getting caught up in the emotion of the moment.
It's about winning with humility.
Losing with dignity.
It is about making my high school games.
It's a good memory that I can enjoy for years to come.
Mr. Official.
Mom.
Dad, son,
Daughter. Coach.
Are we in this together?
sportsmanship.
Together we make the right call.
This message has been brought to you by the North Carolina High School Athletic Association.
I'm a student athlete, which means I'm still learning.
I'm still growing.
I'm getting important lessons about perseverance, teamwork,
Determination, respect, and dedication through playing sports at my school.
Mom, Dad, Coach. In a few years,
I'll probably forget a lot of the details, but I won't forget the lessons I learned
from the way you act towards my teammates,
coaches, referees, and other fans.
What kind of lesson do you want me to learn? I'm watching.
Sportsmanship. Together we make the right call.
This message has been brought to you by the North Carolina High School Athletic Association.
Now back to live coverage on the CRN Sports Network.
And now back to live coverage right here on the Community Radio Network, the home of your Clayton Comets. This is CRN, the Community Radio Network, the voice of the community, the voice of anything sports, and proud to be the voice of the Comets. Follow us at crnsports.org. Now let's get back to the broadcast coverage on CRN. This is CRN, the Community Radio Network, the voice of the community, the voice of anything sports, and proud to be the voice of the Comets. Follow us at crnsports.org. Now let's get back to the broadcast coverage on CRN.
Now back to live coverage on the CRN Sports Network.
Half rolls on here on CRN. Wesley Outland back here with you at Cleveland High School. 28-15 the scores. We've got about maybe 3 minutes remaining until we go into the second half of action. Coming up here later on tonight will be the varsity men's action as the Comets take on the Rams, and they continue their 1-0 run in the Greater News 3A Conference. And speaking of the Greater News 3A Conference and where things stand right now, let's take a look at Cleveland and the Rams and the Comets and the standings right now in the Greater News 3A and where things are matching up. Clayton obviously is dealing with several teams that are undefeated because obviously the Greater News 3A Conference started last week, and a lot of teams are at 1-0. East Wake is at 1-0. West Johnston is at 1-0. Clayton is at 1-0. Triple S and the Triple S Spartans are sitting at now just 0-1. Cleveland at 0-1. And South Johnston, with their win Clayton had last Friday night, is sitting at 0-1 as well. Now, if Clayton can win against East Wake on Friday, then there's a good possibility winning here at Cleveland. They'll go to 2-0 in the conference of the Greater News 3A. They beat East Wake on Friday on the road at Clayton at Jeff Adams Gymnasium. When they finally come back home to Clayton, there will be an opportunity for Marlon Lee and the Lady Comets to move to the number 1 seed in the Greater News 3A divisions. Hey, by the way, other games that are going on right now in the Greater News 3A for teams that are playing in the Clayton Conference. Clayton is playing Cleveland right now. They're leading at the half, 28-15. And East Wake and West Johnston are playing right now as well. East Wake at the half, currently beating the West Johnston Wildcats at 14-6. Now, Clayton will host the East Wake Warriors, who currently are at the number 1 spot beginning on Friday. Friday night, and yours truly and Daniel Moore will have that coverage for you on CRN, the Community Radio Network. Less than a minute left to go in the halftime report presented by Carolina Security Consultants. It is 28-15. Clayton on the road. Marlon Lee has the Lady Comets as a well-oiled machine, ready to bring this thing home after a long stretch of being on the road for the Comets. Again, they will be at home on Friday night against the East Wake Warriors, and we will have it for you on CRN. 28-15 at the half. That's been our halftime report. We'll be back for second half action in just a moment.
Now back to live coverage on the CRN Sports Network.
Carolina Security Consultants is your residential security consultants leader. Our security assessment is custom tailored for each project. Give Danny a call, 336-312-5326. Make sure to tell them 3 and Out sent you. Unforgettables. Nice. This show sponsored by Unforgettables. Unforgettables creates detailed hand-painted baseballs for every baseball fan. Check them out at unforgettables.com.
Now back to live coverage on the CRN Sports Network.
Back here for second half action for the Lady Comets on the road against the Rams. Wesley Outland back here with you on CRN, and we're ready now for second half play for Clayton. They're doing really, really good. They're going to change up both sides of the courts now, and they're going to call a whistle and stoppage of play. It will be against the Rams. It'll be Comets ball. So Comets was on the opposite coming to us playing the game. Now they're going to be right down below us courtside level. We're on the high upper deck of the rafters here at the arena for the Rams, and backup play is going to be Watkins. Watkins to Washington. Washington under the basket. Under pressure. Now sets it up to Best. Best goes back inside under the header to Eves. Eves now going in for 2. Basket up, and it's no good. Going to give it now back to the Rams. Rams backs up court. That's going to be number 21 of Waller. Back up Clay with the play. Waller sets it up now. Back to Harrison. Harrison under pressure at 2 lady for the Comets, led by Howard and Washington. Give it now back to 2 of Farmer. Going in. Basket, it counts. 30-17. Clayton now down on a 0-4 run by Cleveland. And another turnover by Clayton. Give it back to Cleveland again. Hannah Harrison and throws it away. Attempting to make the catch was Brooklyn Waller. She turns it over. It'll be Comets ball. .6:58 in the third. 32-17. Clayton now on an 0-4 run by the Rams. Washington, backup set, gets it up to Howard. Howard under pressure, sets it on defense. Hellenberger, she'll put it in at 2. 34-17. 6:40 now remaining in the third. Comets are finally on the board here. 34-17 the score. Still in a takeaway by Unique Best. Best comes out of the nowhere, gets the ball. Best will put in our own layup and good.